So, all right. When VYBZ Cartel case was about this phone, 'cause I think the phone was the center of what is happening now. And the police, them going at the phone and them said the phone was tampered with. So them not going to allow that evidence. What is it that them claiming? I don't know if you know about the case, but what is it that them claim that was tampered with? The Regine, I think that I should employ you to get to the crux of this madness where take all of my voice. You know, I don't know.
So I mean, I would encourage you to have a discussion with senior superintendent. No, he's Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner Anthony McLaughlin. He's the head of CTAC, and he can have his people work with you on that.
We're there with you again, sunny day in Jamaica, at least that's where I'm there. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war, going until 5:45. You listen to Kelly Sheehan. Before that, you listen to Tanya Stevens. May I tell you, that daughter when name Kelly Sheehan, trust me. She'll go on. Tanya, she'll go on, Rasta, she'll go on, trust me. Yes, this is what is happening now. One rhythm, dozens of artists on one rhythm. This is the reggae party rhythm. May I tell you, same rhythm from them time there, no, just rehash and do over and sound different and new, don't it? You'd never know. So them rhythm here some 70s rhythm, maybe all 60s too. Anyway, we're there with you. We're there with you. Serious times we're living in, trust me. Don't know what we're going to do. You know, we're going to open up the line them for the whole of the program, yeah? Yeah, we're going to open up the line them. We don't have no interview today. So I hear what the people them say and think. Yeah, so we invite you to call and say what you want to say. With a conscience and a consciousness. All right. Right. Yes, Ian, quick before the ad them come up. What you say?
Blessed, Mr. Muta.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man, glad to hear up and hear your voice. I don't know how long more I talk to you, Mr. Muta.
Yeah, you have 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
All right, now. You remember one little brother where you got Spanish Town prison and you meet up in a way in a
Yeah, the police business, yeah.
When last you hear from that little brother?
Him dead.
Oh, well, you hear? I hit me the one.
Yeah, man, him dead, man. I know say dead, man. I go look a while now, then kill him.
Yeah, man, they kill him, then find him body over Portmore side. You see it?
Yeah, me hear about it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, because he lived just a few minutes back on side.
Yeah. Then they send him to prison again, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw it go.
Yes, Papa. All right, keep up the good work here.
All right, blessed. And guess who kill him? Guess who kill him? Trust me, may I tell you. You didn't know the Jay-Z buy a house for $250 million. $250 million. Boy, may I tell you that house there. And him lose it in the fire. Him lose it. Enough movie star because Malibu I catch the fire, you know. Well, for one year, I talk about Malibu all the while. Because one of the more up there, different from Beverly Hills, where you usually hear about, and you talk about California, Los Angeles, people talk about Beverly Hills. But Malibu is where a whole heap of these actors and movie stars live. And now it's under fire. The breeze blow the fire further and further. Thousands of homes get damaged or destroyed but can't repair. Now yesterday, I witnessed a serious breeze blowing in my area, you know. Now, may I tell the people them in Jamaica, especially the farmer them, you mustn't chop out the land and then burn the bush on the land. Them call it slash and burn. It's a dangerous thing, that. Dangerous thing for do. When you not plant, you burn down the field first. First of all, it will do damage to the soil, not a one. And two, the fire can spread with all them breeze there. And 3 times since we live here, so I have to protect my yard from what? With hose. I see that a year before last, I see a fire come along the road, like it a walk from the road. The fire walk come down the road, and I say, wait, it's where it go. And we are doing everything to stop the fire. It's a lucky thing, there's something in the way up there, so that it kind of slow down. One next time we see a fire come across the hill, and it reach a man next to me, and trust me, man, you want to see the little hose them. I try out the fire until fire brigade. The fire brigade, them always take long for coming to Jamaica, you know. Because when you call them, I say, boy, them depend on another move. Imagine how a fire burn up at your area and a fire burn at Jackshill. And the fire brigade were supposed to deal with Stone Hill, have to drive go at Jackshill, go out of fire. Meanwhile, the next fire in your area, you can't get no water man, no police, no fire brigade man to come do it. You have to wait. You have to wait. This is all boiling down to the government. Fire is a very serious thing in Jamaica. And in the time here, dry time, we sure we are come up to some dry time, when people now say they're going to start juke some things in the ground. You have some farmers, no care, you tell them, say, don't do it. Them still insist to do it. Because them say, I saw them grow up, come say, slash and burn, slash and burn. May I ask someone, you know, who are listening to me right now? Who are you up my brother Jimmy, you know? Jimmy, the man who sell the most cane juice out of Golden Spring. Yeah, Jimmy. And it's me side driver too, you know, yes. And time I no transport, I say, Jimmy, come on, go down so you let him go. So, why you love Jimmy? Jimmy, tell your friend them and your brethren them. Anytime they go plant, including you, they must not light no fire for burn the bush. It's a very dangerous thing. And poor people house easy for burn. Because most of the time they cut out wood and inside them have a whole heap of plastic in there. It's a serious thing, especially like how the dry time I come up. And we see some serious wind that blow. Yesterday I see wind that blow like, wow. Why I say electric man, floor man and all them man down the bottom of the road. Because the wire them, they on the road. I see a youth walk up the road with what are the wire them. I say, Bridget, youth, where you go with them wire there? Them just a dry it on the road for fun. I know electric wire, but, you know, given that it operates something, obviously that's something that not operate again. Please, I am asking farmers, especially those who plant in a hillside and who plant a whole heap of forest and tree there. You don't want to burn down the fruit tree then because of your negligence of not listening to what we're saying. Because you could have light fire a little more. The fire now stay and stand still. And you could have stand up around it a little more and do what you want to do. Breeze have a serious way for Lego fire like what you go in California now. A breeze a cause only for destruction, you know. Because the fire a blaze and don't care how much water them are showing, you know. The breeze a blow it. And let it go upon the people them house and land. And we are talking about house. No house in America, no house in Jamaica, no cars where one of them house in Malibu cars, you know. I tell you that. I go there already and going at some of them house there. No house in Jamaica. Cars well, the littlest one of them house in a Malibu cars. And right now it a burn. It a burn. So me just say that because, you know, the watchman see the danger, as we usually say, the blood of the people will be on his shoulder. So we're going to go forward and take a break. Break time. We had talk about the fire a while ago in California, where them say the biggest fire ever blazed in America, where are the high up end houses like movie stars and them thing there. You know, we had talk about Jay-Z, where him have a $250 million house, where it look like it gone up in flames. May I tell you, I see you was saying that. Well, you know, most of them people, them have houses in a different part of America. But it no matter even if you have 3 houses and one get damaged, you know, you really feel it. No, you're the part right now where you wouldn't believe, or maybe you can't believe it if you hear it already. Them have some private fireman, private fire firm where these movie stars employ because them realize the government fire thing can't manage alone. So them go get private fireman for deal with for them house. These firemen are charging $8,000 per hour. $8,000 per hour for deal with your fire. Now, if a man have a $250 million house, then must can afford $8,000 per hour for protect him investment. Of course. So if you do it might sound enough, $8,000 want more than $1 million, you know, in a Jamaica, you know. And you talk about an hour. And you know, so the fire go down and stop blaze. It all 3 days go down there, they blaze around your house to stop. So you know, say, I don't know, easy money them there. That a cost, you know. No, in a Jamaica, you have to just make, if that ever happen, you have to just make your house go about dog, you know. Because maybe all your house, do every value where them a charge you. You understand? But that is the way of how these people set up them life and set themselves. They must say, $8,000, as when I come down, they come out no fire. And obviously, them can afford it. Them pay $8,000 hour. I mean, I tell you, say, some of the man, them, they are 3 days out this fire. So it's a very serious thing. Meanwhile, the other side of America, the place I get so cold. Well, it's fire and ice, you know. Fire and ice. And that is what is what. All right, so we are talking about now. Make us see what we have there, so. We did say we never have no interview, but we have 2 interviews. We have 2 interviews. One with Trevor Forrest, founder of HM6 Technology Solution. We are talking about AI and the implications of these things we see go around with people and say, you say this and say that, and you never say it. Because them clone your voice. And we're going to talk to Rebel. We're going to talk to Rebel at 4 o'clock, yeah, about Saturday. Boy, Rebel, may I tell you, I never see advertise this thing as so much, boy. Every minute, me hear the advertisement. Yes, I want the place can't hold, believe you me. I want the place can't hold. So, yeah, I just saw it there. I don't know if I'll tell you this already, but Elon Musk is planning to build a train line system from England to America. Underground. You think the man is easy? Because he plan to colonize Mars, you know. He plan to colonize Mars. So he must send him things them go up there now because say how feasible it is. What a rat if you go up there and see some little green man up there like what we've seen at the movies. Yes. And the green man just tore up on the ship and come back down here. Anyway, in my plan for build a railway system that can carry you from England to America in less than an hour. I want to hear what I say. In less than an hour, the system of a bill that can carry you from America to England and from England to America. I don't know if you can afford it, but it's really that is a feat in itself. Because from Jamaica, I'm not from Jamaica, from Miami to London, 8 hours. 8 hours. So this I say, you can take a train, go to England and do some business and come back the same day. 1 hour, it will take. Less than an hour, them say. I think 54 minutes, them I talk about. I don't know how them work out them thing, but I don't know when that will done bill. When you see how them man the bill, them go to start bill it already and just tell we, you know. Yeah, them go to start bill it. And start bill it long time and just tell we. But trust me, tell me something a man can do. Tell me something a man can do. You let me tell you, a man can blow breath no man. Them are do greater than that now. Them are make machine where have more information and hold more memory than the human brain. Yes. That little thing we have in your hand. It have more memory in it than what you have in your brains. And you can't keep the amount of memory in your brains like that computer we have in your hand. That is a feat. That is almost like, well, I say, a miracle in itself. That you just use your finger and type in something and bluff. Where you ask just come right up. The information where you want come right up. How much people brains can work that way there? Or even with the older you get, your brains kind of get foggy. Foggy. Sometimes you try to remember something, and it's like you have to have force to remember it, and then you remember it. You have some people who can't remember it at all. So them have this thing when they iPhone, computer, and them something that way allow human beings to access information quicker, faster, and much easier than the human brains. So me ask the question again. Tell me something a man can do. Believe you me. I have a brethren on the line here. His name is Trevor Forrest, founder of 876 Technology Solution. He's 30 years in the IT business. Want to talk to him about this, what them call, well, I call it the cloning of people voice, to make them say things that them never say. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Muta. How are you?
I'm okay, man. All right. You say you're 30 years in IT, like your company or you work for others?
No. So my company has been around since 2006,
okay.
But I have been in the IT industry for over 30 years.
Okay. All right. So how long ago them have this AI in the IT world? How long ago it come to light?
All right. So artificial intelligence itself has been around since the 1950s. But what has happened is in the past 2-3 years, artificial intelligence has become commercial. So the common man has access to the capabilities of artificial intelligence, whereas before it's only certain types of companies with certain types of resources that could utilize artificial intelligence technology and what they call machine learning. So prior to about 2-3 years ago, only big tech or financial entities had access to that kind of technology. But now it's become more accessible to the common man. with the advent of generative AI. Yeah.
So, the common man access it to do what we say them do, like clone a voice, or the ordinary man access it?
So there are websites you can go to. There are apps. I mean, it's gone to a point now where you can even download an app on your mobile phone and create, rather simple and rudimentary deep fakes. I mean, I have an app on my phone. I can create a deep fake of say a Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Barack Obama and have them say what I want them to say. But you can go online, and there are websites that you can go to and do that. Now, the thing about creating deep fakes is that you need source material. So you actually need
original of the person.
Exactly. So and there are different types of deep fakes. So you have audio, you have video, so depending on the kind of deep fake you want to create, you have to have source material. So what has happened is we've seen where public figures are major targets for those who want to create deep fakes, because there's a lot of source material out there. There's a lot of
video
man.
Not to mention me.
Right. So there's a lot of
my
video.
voice out there with dear.
Right. Lot of audio, and it's gone to the point where if I or any character wants to do this, you only need like probably 10-15 seconds of audio. And a little bit longer of video, and you can create a rather convincing deep fake of an individual.
A person. All right, so let me ask you now. When somebody do it and send it on the YouTube and it get forwarded to people, can you know the original place that it come from? Can you, as an IT man, could you direct yourself to say you're going to investigate and find out where the original one was?
All right. So there are a couple of layers to that, right? So it is possible to find out what platform may have created the deep fake, right? Because they actually have deep fake detection platforms now. Yeah. So in much the same way you can create it, they have platforms that can detect it, and many of those platforms are used from time to time by law enforcement and so on. The challenge is finding the individual that actually created it, because let's say I went on to a deepfake creation site, right? Yeah. And I sign up with a false name, false email address, and then I create this stuff, right? And then I post it, and then it goes viral. The challenge is finding the actual person, because all of the trace back would be to something that doesn't exist, unless, of course, the individual wasn't savvy enough to mask who they were when they were doing it. So it can be difficult. It really depends on how the person who created it decided to anonymize themselves. But there are tools that allow you to detect if something is a deep fake. There are different ways in which that can be done.
Yeah. All right. They have a crime, I what I'm call it, cybercrime unit in the police force.
Yeah, that's the Communication Forensics and Cybercrime Division, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What them actually do? What them do?
Okay, so that division is actually under CTOC, which is the organized crime division in JCF. So what typically would happen is they are, to a certain degree, equipped to assist in the detection and prosecution of certain types of crimes, particularly cybercrime. So if it is that, let's say, there was some particular fraud that was committed in the digital domain, whether it be stealing money, scamming, but done so using digital or electronic means. And deepfakes would fall into that category because based on our cybercrime legislation, there are clauses in the legislation that cover the kinds of things that deepfakes do. So what would happen is if the police need to establish or detect or do forensics work on certain digital material, then the CFCD would be brought in to assist them to do that. So when you go and report something to the police and then they start to investigate and they find that, look, this is something that falls into the cyber realm, and we need to conduct an investigation to verify, validate, detect, all that kind of stuff, then that division is who is called in to assist with that kind of work.
Okay, and it's about like, depending on the crime itself, the cyber crime, it's going to take a little while for them find out you have any specific, like them can do it and get yesterday, today, tomorrow you get it, or you go.
Right, so the thing about prosecuting crimes that are in the cyberspace or digital domain is a lot of times the evidence can disappear because, when you delete something, let's say you delete something off your computer, sometimes it goes away very fast. So it's not like paper, right?
Yeah.
So it can be challenging, but depending on just how things were done, if they're done through social media, if they were done via mobile phone and so on, there are lots of tools that exist that can assist law enforcement in tracking down, perpetrators and so on. And also, because we live in a global marketplace, so to speak, we have a lot of treaties with other countries, so that if because some of these cyber crimes don't originate in Jamaica. You might see them here, but they don't originate here. So sometimes we have to call on assistance from other countries that that's where the crime started. So a man in Europe could do a deep fake of you, and everybody in Jamaica seen it. So they have to now go and seek to prosecute that crime in cooperation with that country in Europe. So that's how that works.
All right. So if a man, all right, I am told, and I yet to say I see it in a movie, but I am told that when you delete things out of your phone, it's gone. It gone on the clouds or somewhere where it gone, and the police them can bring it back. Or how that work?
Yeah, so that's possible. So there are again number of layers to that. So when you delete things, when you store things on your phone, one of the things you have to remember is more often than not, it is not only stored on your phone. Because one of the things you want is, if I change the phone, I want my stuff back. So what happens is the data that you store on your phone out of convenience is stored on servers or systems from the providers of the phone, so Apple or Google. So when you take a picture, while you see the picture on the phone, if you back up the information on your phone, that picture is stored somewhere else, right? So what happens is you may delete it off the phone,
but it is still somewhere else.
Right, and because it is stored somewhere else, with the intention of saying, look, if I want it back, I can get it, then it's tied to your identity, right? So what happens is, even though you delete out the phone, if I know your identity, then I can go and look at where you have stored stuff using your identity and perhaps get the data that
information.
Yeah. So the thing about that is, though, they can't just randomly do that. they actually have to get court orders and those kinds of things to
go in the phone,
to gain access to that, because the providers themselves don't freely give up that information. They say that, look, you have to, show a court order or a warrant or that kind of stuff to do it.
But it can be done. I mean,
yes,
it can be done. It can be done. So
yes,
where you delete,
can be
don't
done.
really delete.
The way you protect against such things is you do what they call encryption of your data, and also you're now protected by the data protection legislation, which was enacted a couple of years ago in Jamaica. So Jamaica has a data protection legislation which is primarily designed to to defend your privacy. So even though you may have information on your device, if you don't, or somebody may have information about you, that information technically by law is yours, and if you don't want them to have it, you can tell them to delete it, and they must by law. So Jamaica does have legislation for data protection and privacy. It also has legislation for cybercrime that, if used correctly, can protect the citizen against certain types of situations that may come up as it relates to their privacy or their reputation.
So, all right, when VYBZ Kartel case was about this phone, I think the phone was the center of what is happening now, and the police them going at the phone and them said the phone was tampered with. So them not going to allow that evidence. What is it that them claiming? I don't know if you know about the case, but what is it that them claim that was tampered with?
I don't know the details. So I would really be speculating as to what happened. I would imagine that with any case, you have to have a chain of custody, right? So you have to demonstrate that when you collect a phone as evidence, it has not been tampered with from the time you touched it to the time it has been presented as evidence. So I can only imagine that there was an argument that said, well, when the phone was presented for evidence, there was indication that something changed between the time it was found and the time it was presented as evidence. I really don't know the details.
So what method would be used to prove, say, it was what them used?
That's easy. You can use something as simple as timestamps. So everything that you do on a device, there is a timestamp associated with it. So if you open a picture today, there's a timestamp that says it was opened on this day. So you have that, or you depending on the type of phone, you can. They have this thing called MD hashes, where every file on the phone has a particular ID associated with it, and if the file is changed, then the ID changes, and then there's a timestamp for that. So if I picked up the phone, if I collected the phone today on January, or if I picked up the phone on January 1, and nobody's supposed to touch that phone after I pick it up, and then I go on the phone and see that, something changed on January 5. And somebody's gonna have to explain why did somebody change something on January 5? You say so.
Something come up to me. Like, all right, I have some programs that I did, and I put it on my computer. Like, I could say 2020. And that folder, I move it to now, to put it in our file now. And when I go back in there, it mark 2024. And I say, but, that's a 2022 over there, so I know that. And I am thinking, say, it look like it's the wrong folder I bring across.
Right.
But it actually going with the time where you move it.
Right, exactly. And and not only that, there is a log that says you actually moved it on this day, and before you moved it, this is what it looked like, and after you moved it, this is what it looked like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I am naive to these things.
There's a lot of tracking that happens. You know, on your different devices. I mean, if you look on your mobile phone and you go in your Google account, if you look on your location data, it will tell you everywhere you've been.
Yes, yeah. With the call, everywhere you call too.
Yeah, everywhere you've been, all the calls you've made, everywhere you've visited online, that kind of stuff. So unless you explicitly turn that stuff off, then all of your information is being collected and can be used to track you.
Store somewhere else,
And based on that, a considerable amount of information can be gleaned about you, your behavior, what you do, what you don't like, do what you. So.
Yeah, man, Bridget, it's something to think about, because this is where we're going now. This is where the world are going. You know,
absolutely, and that's exactly why it was important for us to pass data protection legislation, because without that, then you know companies could manipulate your data, and there's nothing you could do about it, which is why that piece of legislation was so important, because everybody is using the technology, but there was nothing until then to protect you from misuse of that technology.
Yeah, Regine, I think that I should employ you to get to the crux of this madness where take hold of my voice. You know, I don't know.
So I mean, I would encourage you to have a discussion with senior superintendent. No, he's Commissioner. Deputy Commissioner Anthony McLaughlin. He's the head of CTOC, and he can have his people work with you on that.
All right, wait there. Deputy Commissioner.
Yeah.
McLaughlin?
Yeah, Anthony McLaughlin. He's the head of CTOC. You speak to those guys. They can figure out
something.
Take it out. Yeah, take it on and perhaps get lucky.
Is that trial and error thing?
It can be. Again, it really depends on how the person who created it sought to hide themselves, or how well they
if he would have sense to hide it, him just get so excited to do it that him just let it go out there and don't think.
Right, exactly.
All right, Mr. Forrest, I give thanks, give thanks. Really, you really make us see some things where I'm going to see a movie, you bring it to light a while ago. You wouldn't believe where you bring to light to me. Yeah, give thanks.
Yeah, man, no problem, anytime.
Yes. Yeah, so that's Mr. Trevor Forrest, founder of 876 Technology Solutions, and him have 30 years in the IT department. I never even know, 30 years ago, I never used computer. a CD where I use or a record, when the program had start 30 years ago, I carry CD go down the highway.
You either use a mix of CD, vinyl, and records.
Yeah.
But mostly vinyl at the time.
Yeah, so 30 years ago. Yeah, so we out there know that you have some youth right now, If you show them a CD player, they don't know how to put the CD in the player, Because them wonder is what that. Because they are so much with the jump drive and the computer now that we mention record to them, because my brother make a tune about 45. And I want to say, brother, where you bring some gun business to me, Rasta? And the man said, no, a 45 is a record. A 33 is an album. So that is why they know. All of the things them where we knew is relics. And now we say the new thing come up. Give thanks when I can't use computer. I'm on the iris. But the iris still could use a computer. That is a serious thing. It's like give thanks when I can't use computer. All right. So, yeah, man. We have a break there? No break? All right.
Carly FM, be a rubber dub, dating night 24/7.
I don't hear about Jack Cure again, you know. Anybody know where I go on with Jack Cure in Ireland there? When him a come out, where I go on, you know. I don't know where I go on with Jack Cure. Very unfortunate thing that a man left jail, prison over here, so gone and prison over there, so. Serious thing. We stand by for rebel. We stand by for rebel because Saturday, big deal. I think at the 31st anniversary of Rebel Salute, and trust me, it'll go on long. Yeah, man, like the show there, I go on long and it survived. It survived. We give thanks that it survived because enough show where was supposed to be a yearly thing really never make it. You know, see it. But the brethren stand up with him things and carry through and him no deviate from him task of making it a reggae show. Because him even make the dancehall artists have him real name on the show and sing real things. Yeah, man, we love that. We love that. So that's the way we have to give respect to. We have to give respect for that because, believe you me, as I say, it's love show come and love show never stay. Couldn't stay. Them never make it. This is the Stepping Razor. We have Lalibel up on the phone.
Yeah, man, we're there, man.
Well, brethren, at 20 minutes gone out of the time where you're supposed to get to
what I want to tell you say is you calling me.
You don't know me, I call you.
You're calling me and I'm waiting for the call and I just didn't see it. I saw the number on the phone and
from
I
4 o'clock
every time.
I know me I call you, know, it's Ira call you.
I know.
Anyway.
I know. We're there still.
All right, the first thing now, you do that something there yet?
No.
You laugh, you see it? I laugh, you laugh.
You talk about that thing there and here. We not do it yet, Muta. But it's inevitable for me to do.
Yeah, but it can't be night, you know, brethren.
Yeah, man, I'm going to do it, man.
Yeah, after 4, I know it can't be night. Anyway. Rebel Salute look like it get no promotion that year, brethren. It's where I go on. Oh, what?
We always promote Rebel Salute.
No, but that one that sound like promotion up there.
Yeah, man, every year we improve. So we turn up the promotion. It's like if when the 19th come or the 18th come, it's like whosoever no come a Rebel Salute, them just couldn't come because them know say it go on.
Yeah.
So that's what we plan to do. We are planning to make the whole Jamaica and the world know say it's Rebel Salute time.
Saturday
the 18th of January at Plantation Cove. So from them can come forward, them for come.
All right.
Them not make nobody Australia and all over the world come tell them about Rebel Salute.
Them supposed
to come especially at Jamaica.
All right, let me ask you a question. What is the thing behind it that you going to do one in Miami and one here? What is it? How that come out?
Well, it's strategic restructuring, brother. It's like we are restructured because we do 30 here and I go do 30 more. So we are start from one, just like how we did start the first time, and then we have take one leg of the show go foreign. I take one leg go Florida. You know, so we just concentrate on this and make it be compact, and then we go do one in Florida.
All right, so you use the same artists, them are you different artists in Florida?
No, different artists are Florida.
Okay,
remember say reggae have only artists, you know.
Hundreds, thousands.
So some of the artists them already booked for 420.
Okay.
We booked some of the artists them. Some of the artists them were up on the show last year, And some of them on it this year, and some on the on it none at all.
All right, sound good. All right.
Yes, sir.
Saturday now. Time. What time it has now? Because you mentioned something about 3 o'clock. What go on 3 o'clock?
Yeah, well, it's 3. It's 3 because we are going to have the celebrity cook-off. Celebrity cook-off starts at 3. You know what I mean? Where we have some celebrity go cook and in a competition and see who can cook. Some people can't cook like me in a motor cars. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I never eat nothing where you cook yet, so I don't know. I don't know at all.
Remember, you know you cook food. So
no, man, I started cook food long time back, man.
You started cook food?
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm going to cook some quinoa and gungo for you one day.
So wait, you're in the competition?
No, man, I'm not cooking in a competition.
Oh,
but true, me one plant, I will for gungo and a reap, I will for gungo. Okay. I just cook some gungo and quinoa for you.
All right. No, me all right. All right. So you said 3 o'clock that I will go on, that till when?
That going on and something going on for the kids too. So if you bring your kids, we're going to have a segment for them where them able to ride bouncer boat and do all sorts of something. See?
Okay.
And then 4 o'clock, the symposium in the herb curb going to start. And we're having contingent from foreign coming and whole heap of speakers, as you might know.
Tell me somebody name them. Tell me somebody name them in the speaking.
No, say Dominic actually know them. Because I believe that only and solely for Dominic.
Okay.
Yes. So Dominic would have versed more with that.
And
but we know there's some interesting speaker in talk about last night for IRFM.
And that start when? When that start? That
start at 4. So we're going to have the cook-off and the things for the kids and the herb curb going on simultaneously after 4. Yeah. Okay. But from 3 is the celebrity cook-off.
All right. So
and then we have Naya Bingi coming in. You know, Naya Bingi always bless up the place. And then the show starts.
What time is it supposed to start?
About 7.
Oh, the show starts 7?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we go through. You know, so we have Maxi Priest and Lucian and Richard Spice, etc. Dan Penn, holy parties.
People are looking for see Dan Penn.
I saw her last night.
No, paste up half of me hear people I say. It's like them never see that, but them go no, but she have that tune still.
Yeah, man, she have that tune. She can sing all that tune.
But she couldn't come sing one tune. She must have sing all that tune.
She have that tune. I saw her once in London at the reggae sauce bridging place. And I was so impressed with her. She sing bad.
Oh, you mean she sing good?
She sing good. Her voice great and she have whole heap of songs. I never even know those songs that I heard.
She have song, man. She have song.
Yes.
All right, tell me something. Oh, you go about selecting the artists them for a show. Or you listen to what people say.
Yeah. We do a participatory thing because we always love to hear others' opinions. So we put it out on Facebook, we put it on IG and so on. We ask people who they would love to see. Some people might indicate that they want to see so and so. And then if it all depends on me feel about it, because me always draw for the artists them see who the people I get the education from. In terms of they don't know them, they know them songs. But me bring them forward. Because remember, a whole lot of people see Jimmy Cliff for the first time when I come out Rebel Salute 2005. Whole lot of people see Burning Spear for the first time.
I did perform one day. I did perform one day with my band too.
Yeah, man, you did perform with your band, man.
St. Elizabeth.
Yes, man. With a great brethren, the drummer who drop out.
Desi Jones.
Yes, man. Remember.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So at that me do. When we draw for Mutabaruka,
It's because we know that people know Mutabaruka have a whole heap of hits on. So what we want is for the patrons to full joy the show. That means that we don't use people who don't have no hits. Them have to have hits. They have to have sing-along. You know what I mean? So I draw for people who might not have a number one song at the time. But them have a niche market where I know that the niche going to come out to see them. And have it all inclusive too. That is why I have like Raheem, Bowes, Valiant on it. That him can come display him both sides. Him other side,
yeah. All right, so let me ask you now. Because, well, first of all, I want to give thanks for that for boss me as an MC, a host. Not tell the people publicly that.
You talk loud now.
Oh, you mean publicly me I tell people that say, Rebel Salute boss me as a host or a MC, whatever they want to call it. On stage show, so we give thanks for that.
I thought one time you did do a show for Jerry and Neville, and you just came up and you talk. You remember when you said Jerry and him Neville?
Yeah, it's a jogger. You say it's a jogger.
Yeah, tell you.
Them call Ronnie Burke, them and tell him, say, don't put him on Sunsplash.
Don't put him on Sunsplash.
I will not put no money behind it and watch her. The brethren say, hey, we are putting on Sunsplash. I will go on Sunsplash again and again and again and again. So,
no, man, I remember that. Man.
It was in the arena.
From them time, them yes, I cried on the television and laughed till a week. They could appear empty and not we ask you to do that, and you don't see that, and from that, you don't see that, and see that, and continue.
All right. See, you didn't shorten up your time now. We just want to hear one thing from you, and then we'll go to music news. Price.
Yeah.
Price.
Yeah. Price is, what's the price? Yeah.
Somebody will get the price?
Yes, for yeah, come in.
Then I better just call the person rather because you're dead here.
Hold on, tell ya.
This is Musa.
What do you do? Who this?
I'm listening from you who are listening. I hope you are coming out to Rebel Salute.
Who this?
Yeah, so pre-sale tickets 14,250, that's for general. And at the gate it's 15,000. For VIP 20,250 pre-sold, and at the gate it's 21,000. We had a lot of sales already, so I hope everybody does rush now, get their tickets, can get them pre-sold same way at Boot Service Station in Kingston and St. Anne, can get it at Shard Service Station in St. Anne as well. And then when you come to Kingston, you can get it at Me Hungry Wholesome Food and all the containers island-wide.
All right, Mama. All right.
Yeah.
So make ask you a
question. Right?
Who is you? I mean, who are talking to? Which one of that of them?
All right, bless up yourself.
No, hold on, man. Hold on, you know, hear me ask you. Which one of the daughter? Which one of the daughter them I'm talking to?
This is Jayuda.
Jayuda?
Yes.
Tell your father, say,
yes.
Don't joke with me here. Him know what me talk about.
You
understand? All right.
All right.
Give thanks,
him
yeah?
know, man.
Yeah, give
all
thanks.
Right. Bless up yourself. Hold on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Muta. Yeah, what's on here?
Yeah, you want to know. I have to tell you, say, may I wait for you, you know.
Yes, I.
Yeah. You can't carry go all you can't go around all me hungry too, you know. You have to go so far because you go to us. Yeah.
Never leave it at me hungry. It's better for me.
I remember say me have my pass your man them in a 100 man that carry come on.
100 man and then
100 man, 100. And all of them are VIP. All of them are VIP.
And then when them not coming now, you deal with me like scatter.
Oh, scatter. No, me not scatter nothing. Me not scatter in nothing. Me not scatter in nothing. All right, sir, here, give thanks.
Respect.
All right, so we are going right into music news. Smith no come from Africa at all. African names. Start with male names. Abdo. Abdo. A-B-D-U. Abdo. Worshipper of God. Worshipper of God. Abuche. Abuche. A-B-U-C-H-I. Abuche. Abuche means power and strength. Power and strength. Akache. Akache. A-K-A-C-H-I. Akache. Akache means the hand of God. The hand of God. And Adisa. Adisa. A-D-I-S-A. Adisa means clear spoken person. Clear spoken person. So that's Abdo, A-B-D-U, worshipper of God. Abuchi, A-B-U-C-H-I, power and strength. Akachi, A-K-A-C-H-I, Akachi means the hand of God. And Adisa, A-D-I-S-A, means clear spoken person. Female names. Abiba. Abiba, A-B-E-B-A, Abiba. Abiba means flowers. Flowers. Absco. Absco. A-B-S-C-O. Absco. One with an inventive mind. One with an inventive mind. Afia. Afia. A-F-I-Y-A. Afia. Afia means health. Health. Adama. Adama. A-D-A-M-M-A. Adama means child of beauty. Child of beauty. So that's Abiba, A-B-E-B-A, Abiba, means flower. Absco, A-B-S-C-O, means one with an inventive mind. Afia, A-F-I-Y-A, Afia, means health. And Adama, A-D-A-M-M-A, Adama means child of beauty. African names. Very important part of the program that you know. The African names, very important. Because you know, say, the name that we have is not ours. We have names that we came from across the ocean with that them take it out away. Take it out away. Meanwhile, the Indian and the Chinese will come across them keep for them name and them identify with for them name and them still have for them name that identify them. It's only we as African people don't have our own name to identify us with a land. Because most of the time, names identify people with them land. That is what it does. It identifies them with land. When you hear the name, you know, say, oh, that person that come from this or that person that come from this or. We as, what them call black people in Jamaica, yeah, so. When you hear one name, if you don't see the person, you think it's a white man you talk about. Yeah, you think you're Mr. Brown. You say, wait, Mr. Brown, I wonder which company him own. But really and truly, we have to wake up. We have to wake up because them put you in a madness. Okay, so we have a ticket for give away. Anybody want a ticket for go a Rebel Salute? Now is the chance to get it. We're going to ask you a simple question. And I want you to answer before Saturday. You understand? So here we go now. Like I say, I go say now. The first person who answered this following question correctly win one ticket to attend Rebel Salute. The number to call is 974-5051, 974-5043, 974-5079, and 618-0352. What is the question? Easy question, I wanna. Name the artist slated to perform on Rebel Salute, who sings Lioness on the Rise. Lioness on the Rise. If you tell who sing that, you're on your way to Rebel Salute. I hope the brethren were called. Oh, by the way, Mr. Universe, I'm going to give you a ticket, so you don't have to answer that question now. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. It's Ian.
Blessed Motor afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's Shereen.
I'm a favorite lost listener this.
Yeah, Shereen from a new grade. Always listen to the program.
Of course. What you say?
Yeah, man. We have one tune in the program. Number 1 station. IRFM.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, always here again. So, I just want to bless up 2 people on the day like today. We always tune into the program. They get the man to be for top years and big up Dasha from New Green. I know the Myers family and the Berry family. And with 2 grandchildren them from New Green. One love.
Yeah, I'm going to remote.
Oh, you do, man. Brownstone, how you do?
Brownstone, there, man.
All right, sir.
I said, I hear a lot of money and big up to you and the family, you know.
All right, I give thanks.
Oh, Jackie, all right.
Oh, you mean, man, of course. All right, man.
My voice is very powerful, man.
Yeah. And that me I hear everybody I say, them myself, she must get her own program.
Yeah, man, to be real. Husband and wife take over Irish that time.
No, she could have go flap me. I can't deal with that husband and wife team. She could have flap me, Rasta.
No, man, your thing done cement, you know, I think already, you know, concrete, you know.
All right, sir. All right.
I want to big up all of my passengers, them, all of my family and my friends, them, and all of the listeners, them, you know.
Yeah.
Big up Barry, you know, the car, Orange, right, you know. So, you know, all the best. I mean, I listen, you play something off a new album. Give me a couple songs off a new album.
You mean my new album?
Yeah, your new album, yeah.
All right, sir. All right, later though. Yeah. All right?
Now the news. The Opposition People's National Party, PNP, is demanding the immediate resignation of Justice Minister Delroy Chuck. This following comments Mr. Chuck made regarding statutory declaration requirements for spouses of parliamentarians and public officials at Tuesday's meeting of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee. Mr. Chuck said he advised persons not to allow their spouses to divulge information related to their salaries.
Why is the Integrity Commission asking members to indicate the salaries of their spouse? I mean, or sometimes of their children. And you see, I don't know if this is something that is appropriate, Chairman, because I have advised the relevant member, let them know your spouse is not prepared to divulge their salary to her or him, and therefore he or she cannot so report it. And these are things, Chairman, when we get back to the legislation, we have to make it very clear what limits can be put in terms of investigation.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck. In a statement today, opposition spokesperson on justice, Senator Donna Scott Motley, described Mr. Chuck's remarks as an open assault on Jamaica's legal and ethical foundations. She said the comments not only undermine the independence of the Integrity Commission, but also embolden lawlessness at the highest levels of government. She called on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to demand Minister Chuck's resignation. She said any failure to act will be seen as a tacit endorsement of lawless behavior and an admission that the administration prioritizes political survival over the rule of law.
It is really shocking to hear the Minister of Justice, this chief steward of justice in our island, and a King's Council encouraging parliamentarians to breach the very law which they passed in Parliament. Is unacceptable, and I believe that in light of all his recent utterances, it is time for him to step aside.
Opposition spokesperson on justice, Senator Donna Scott Motley. The National Integrity Action, NIA, says recent claims by the former People's National Party PNP caretaker for Kingston Central, Lawrence Rowe, highlight that Jamaica needs anti-bribery legislation. The PNP has described as spurious the allegations relating to monetary offers for Mr. Rowe's withdrawal as constituency caretaker. Mr. Rowe was replaced by retired Senior Superintendent of Police, Steve McGregor. The NIA notes that while the PNP has denied the allegations, the incident underscores the importance of implementing robust anti-corruption measures to ensure transparency and integrity in Jamaica's political system. NIA says it believes such allegations affect public trust in the political system. It adds that ensuring appointments are based on merit rather than political loyalty will help restore confidence in public institutions and promote good governance. NIA adds that these claims underscore the urgent need to strengthen the Integrity Commission. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, is probing 4 separate fatal shootings this week. The incidents occurred in Rollington Town and Mountain View in Kingston, Portmore St. Catherine and Hopewell in Hanover on Wednesday and Tuesday. Dead are Akeem Chance, 24-year-old Alex Madden, 38-year-old Paul Casanova and 21-year-old Nyron Cameron. Cameron and Casanova were fatally shot yesterday. Cameron was shot in Hanover while Casanova was shot dead in Mountain View. INDICOM says Madden was shot and killed in Portmore, while Chance was fatally shot in Rollington Town. Those incidents occurred on Tuesday. A firearm was allegedly recovered from each of the men. Their deaths pushed the number of people fatally shot by members of the security forces since the start of the year to 12. The operations of several entities in the new Kingston Business Centre along Dominica Drive were disrupted this afternoon due to an electrical fire near the building. Commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Stuart Beckford, told REFM News that the fire erupted near a transformer box in the vicinity of the Accountant General's Department, AGD. He said AGD staff as well as workers at businesses in the area had to be evacuated, holding services for the rest of the day.
At approximately 2:10 this afternoon, the fire brigade received and responded to a call of fire and utility wires in the New Kingston area in close proximity to the Accountant General Department on Dominica Drive. On our arrival, we discovered that there was fire near a transformer and a light pole pretty close to the Accountant General Department. We contacted JPS and they came on the scene and they neutralized the situation and the fire eventually burned itself out. The Accountant General Department was evacuated. All 252 members of staff, I have been advised, were evacuated and went to the assembly point designated on the property. There was some reports received a build-up of smoke in the general service area of the building, and we took steps to ventilate to ensure that smoke would have left the building.
Fire Chief Stuart Beckford. Meanwhile, one impacted business operator said though she was shocked by the ordeal, she was also pleased with the response of the brigade and the Jamaica Public Service.
So I was in my store, I was in my office space and the light started flickering. It was just going really fast, on and off, and alarms were going off. And then everyone started coming out to the front to see what was happening. My coworkers said it was a fire, but experience, I would say, it was shocking, and yes, I believe that they did the right thing by evacuating the building, being that it's a fire and electricity involved. They were quite urgent and precise, so everybody knew that, at first we were told it's probably a 50% that we would have to close, and then it was confirmed that they would like everybody to go home because inspection is going to be done by the fire department.
New Kingston business operator. 400 residents of Exchange in Ojeria, St. Anne and surrounding communities are set to benefit from improved water supply. This as the $16 million Lancewood Pipeline Extension project was commissioned today. Last October, the installation of approximately 1 kilometer of new 4-inch pipes began in the area to replace aged infrastructure. Residents in Lancewood, Bonham Spring, White River and parts of Eltham and Lodge will be served by the new new pipelines. The project is expected to officially integrate more households into the National Water Commission supply system, helping to address the challenges faced by underserved areas. Councillor for Exchange Ian Isaacs said the commissioning marks another significant step towards resolving the water woes in the division.
This commissioning ceremony of the Landswood Pipeline project represents another push to the end of water woes in the Exchange division. There was a time when the people of the division was frustrated. There was a time we looked around and saw everywhere properly served with pipe water distribution except Exchange. There was a time when we threatened to demonstrate at NWC headquarters. There was a time when we admitted that the struggle was real. We are so grateful of the investment into infrastructure. We are so grateful for the attention given over the period of time.
Councillor for the Exchange Division, Ian Isaacs. Meanwhile, Water Minister and Member of Parliament for North East St. Anne, Matthew Samuda, announced that the constituency will see several upcoming water projects. Among them is a $40 million project scheduled to start in March.
There are larger investments to come in North East St. Anne. Yes, we have smaller lines to replace in places like Lime Bottom and Shaw Park Heights, Harrison Town, and we intend to do that in the coming weeks. Those are small projects, but they mean a lot to the people that live in those areas. But we have some transformational projects that we expect to get underway over the next 12 months that will change the lived experience for citizens of North East St. Anne. One, we're in the final planning stages, and we expect to be able to start within 12 months with the new 12-inch ductile iron line from the pump in White River all the way up to the replaced 100,000 gallon tank. That will be the last component for transformation. The next project, which will directly benefit the division of Exchange, which will get started in March, will be the $40 million new line from Walkerswood to Breadnut Hill, which will extend the supply from a very productive well in Walkerswood to Breadnut Hill, which will supply areas such as Great Pond all the way through to Dunsville.
Water Minister and MP for North East St. Anne, Matthew Samuda. Effective tomorrow, the Benson Ford in St. Andrew will be reduced to single-lane traffic and thereafter closed for 1 week. The Ford is being closed by the National Works Agency in order to correct defects in the concrete slab. The defects are in relation to the $19.2 million works that were undertaken at the location in June last year. The defects, which have emerged in the rigid pavement, are to be corrected as part of the original contract and will not be a cost to the public. The works included the installation of 156 cubic meters of rigid concrete pavement, laying of curbs, and patching with asphaltic concrete. NWA's communication manager Stephen Shaw says the Ford will be reduced to single lane between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Friday. Effective Saturday, January 18, the road will be closed until Friday, January 24. During the closure, motorists traveling the Norbuck via Shortwood Road will have to travel on Oliver Road and turn onto Norbrook Road. Motorists traveling to Cherry Gardens and Russell Heights via Shortwood Road will turn right onto Cherry Gardens Drive, then left onto Markway or Melwood Avenue and continue to Russell Heights. Motorists should not attempt to use the corridor during the closure and are being urged to obey the posted warning signs and instructions of flag persons. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the solution to inflation is increasing productivity. He says the government has a plan to reduce cost of living by addressing the practical things that make Jamaica expensive. This, he says, includes the public bureaucracy. Mr. Holness expresses that cost of living is likely the most pressing matter now for every Jamaican. He says this creates a pressure that is very frustrating.
You go to the supermarket. Last week, the price is X. The next time that you go, the price is X plus 10, which means you have to buy X minus 10 value of goods. It frustrates people terribly. It gives people a negative outlook on their future. It forces and creates serious pressure on wages. When people go to negotiate their wages, they are looking at the cost of living And the cost of living, obviously, for most is measured in terms of inflation. And so wages have to increase.
However, the Prime Minister argues that while increasing wages is necessary, it's not the solution to inflation, as this will lead to a dangerous cycle.
It has not yet seeped into the consciousness of every single Jamaican that when you get caught into this cycle of increases in price, increases in wages, there's a sense that, I have caught up. My wages have increased. But within 2 or 3 months, you go back to the supermarket and then you start to see prices move again. In other words, you get caught in a vicious cycle of the cost of living going up and then the great tension that is created with trying to get wages to go up.
Mr. Holness says productivity has to be the next chapter of Jamaica's development.
Whenever the question of productivity is raised, somehow it is in an accusatory way. Someone is not working hard enough or someone is lazy. So we need to move away from that thinking and start to embrace the notion that we as Jamaicans can increase our productivity and our output. It is within us to do it. Everyone who leaves Jamaica and goes abroad, they are the most productive people you can find. No, I'm not here saying that you must go work hard. Working hard is a part of productivity, but it is not productivity itself. What I am saying is we need to work smarter. And so the cause of lack of productivity is not just the worker themselves, it is also how management structures the environment to create the worker to be more efficient. It is how policymakers create the environment in which the people who own capital and management can create industries that empower their workers to be more productive.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, has called on the private sector to deepen its engagement with the ministry in shaping policies that drive economic growth and national development. Speaking at yesterday's post-cabinet press briefing, Senator Hill emphasized the critical role of public-private partnerships in addressing economic challenges and seizing emerging opportunities for Jamaicans. He said, to achieve sustainable growth, the country must ensure that the voices of private sector stakeholders are at the heart of the policy-making process. Senator Hill said the ministry is ready to work with all stakeholders to build a better Jamaica.
But I want the private sector in Jamaica to realize that there are tremendous opportunities, not the same country that it was 10 years ago. Lots of people are making money the right way. We want more and more Jamaicans to invest. I want to tell you that we have 20 agencies in my ministry alone to work with you. You know many of them, JBDC, Jampro, the rest of them, to work with you. And we want you, Jamaican people with capital in the stock market, people in Trinidad with capital come bringing a lot of money in here. We need to follow them. We want investments coming from everywhere, but Jamaicans must lead, because we don't want to hear down the road that how Favel and Nigel and Aubin and Andrew Holness give away the country. When we beg all of you to come in here and invest and invest and invest, it's for Jamaica first.
Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill. Opposition spokesman on transport and mining, Michael Phillips, has criticized the government for not giving a timeline for the reopening of Jiska Alpart in Nain St. Elizabeth. The bauxite plant was closed in September 2019 for expansion works. Last year, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green said the reopening of the facility remains a priority of the government. Speaking at the Austin Primary School in St. Elizabeth yesterday, Mr. Phillips called for an update.
But I will be pressing more on the minister where GISCO is concerned. You want to know timetable if the plant will be reopened or not. He said to me in Parliament that it will be reopened in a short while, but it was vague. So I will get more specifics because we have been hearing that for a very long time. No, we have been. The concern that you as residents have, the security of the mud lake. Too open that anyone can wander over there. Too open. I mean, I was able to just drive off of the main road into. And I'm sure that when they hear that I went over there, they're going to say that it was illegal for me, but it is left open. It is left open. And there are children in the area too. Some security of the borders ought to be done. I'm total agreement with that.
Opposition spokesman on mining, Michael Phillips. Caribbean Broilers CB Group has opened its air-chill poultry processing plant, the first of its kind in the Caribbean. The plant, located at CB's Eco-Industrial Park called The Nest in Hill Run, St. Catherine, was opened yesterday. It marks a milestone for Jamaica's poultry industry, as well as the relocation of CB Chicken's processing operations from its long-standing Arnold Road facility in Kingston to the cutting-edge plant in St. Catherine. Speaking at yesterday's ceremony, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green said the plant will increase poultry production, enhancing Jamaica's ability to address its own food security issues as well as those of the wider region.
I'm very happy with the direction, especially in the fact that this air chill processing plant will increase production by more than 30 million kilograms. 30 million kilograms. What that means in real terms is that we can treat with our own food security and then look at treating with food security for the region. We can seriously replace all extra-regional chicken meat exports, and that has to be our vision by 2035.
He also noted that the plant is environmentally friendly, safe, and strengthens Jamaicans' food security plan.
This plant is better for the environment. As you would have heard, it does not require water for cooling, making more water available for other uses, such as irrigation for agriculture. It is also safer due to reducing cross-contamination and the need for chemicals in the water. This supports our food security drive. And the Prime Minister has mandated that the Ministry of Agriculture that I lead pull together a national agricultural development plan that focuses on food security. We are well on our way. And one of the things that my Permanent Secretary is very serious about is incorporating in this plan a national food reserve to ensure that in times of crisis, if the world were to close down again as it has done in the past, Jamaica will always be able to feed itself. That comes first.
Agriculture Minister Floyd Green. The Heart Institute of the Caribbean, HIC, says Jamaicans' lack of knowledge about their full family history is among several factors which pose challenges to proper heart care. HIC's co-founder and president, Dr. Dana Baugh, made the comment during a media tour at the facility's Balmoral Avenue location in Kingston today.